Okay, so hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the IS-7, the Tier 10 Soviet heavy tank, and as you can see my stats are as such: 110 games played, 63% win rate, and 3000 average damage. I think this is a good enough stat to be able to talk about this tank at this point in time. So first let's check out my ammunition. As you can see I carry a lot of AP, a little bit of APCR, and 4 rounds of high explosive of course. So that's very standard. In terms of equipment, it's also standard. I try and reduce the aiming time as much as possible because we play close quarters, obviously, and we need to aim pretty quickly. Everything else is kind of standard. I also try and increase the mobility and speed of the tank. So obviously, I put the engine accelerator on and improved optics. In terms of consumables, everything is standard, so now let's go ahead and talk about the armor profile of the tank. Okay, so the armor on the IS-7 is very good. If you look at it frontally, the only place where most people will be penning it is the lower plate. It has around 230, 225 millimeters of armor, and many tier 8 tanks will be able to pen you as well. So yeah, that's a big weakness. Other than that, if you, for example, use a tank's corpse and cover this up, then the tank becomes very heavily armored. Because the front is around 300 to 350 millimeters, depending on the angle, of course, and that's very hard to pen. Only tank destroyers at tier 10 with gold will be able to pen you. And the turret, of course, is also very heavily armored. It's over 300 millimeters, and the only weak point is this part, which is 300 millimeters, 290 to 300 millimeters, and that place is penned very easily with gold. I mean, heavy tanks with gold can pen you, E100s, etc., etc. So yeah, other than that, the front is very heavily armored. As you can see, the upper plate and the turret will hold almost all shots that come to you, right? Now if we take a look at the side of the tank, it seems like it's a normal side, of course, but if we remove the spaced armor here, we can see that it's almost like a steep angle. Just look at that. 1,500, oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. And that's why, since you have spaced armor, HE and heat rounds will have a hard time going through this. On top of that, when tanks do shoot you, under a slight angle as such, it's around 340 millimeters. Even if you put it like this, it's around 300 millimeters. That's why many tanks that will shoot you on the side will sometimes ricochet. Because of this armor, obviously. As you can see, it's around 270, 300 mil, depending on where you shoot. The tracks here also will not go through. That's around 400 millimeters. Soviet tanks are known for their very heavily armored tracks. Well, not the tracks, but the tracks eat up a lot of HP from the enemy shots, of course. So, as you can see, the IS-7 is very well armored. And now onto the armor profile. As you can see, this is an E100 looking at an IS-7. As you can see, the IS-7 is almost fully red, and the sides are super strong, and there's no chance you will ever pen the sides of an E100, unless it pushes out and exposes its pike nose. And if an IS-7 is coming at you straight, then there is also no chance you're penning him, apart from the lower plate. But if an IS-7 comes up super close to you, again, you will not be able to shoot his upper plate because your gun won't move down, and he's completely red. So Soviet tanks are super strong when up close. But if it starts moving back, as such, you will be able to pen him. I also wanted to mention the speed of the tank. It is not slow at all. It's very fast. In terms of maneuverability, it's not the best, but in terms of speed, raw speed, it does drive around 45 kilometers an hour, which is very good. So now let's jump into a live game so you guys can view the tank objectively. I don't want to be showing a pre-recorded battle because, I mean, that just doesn't show the true colors of a tank. It's just, yeah, look at this master, it's an amazing tank, go ahead. No, we're not going to be having any of that. This is going to be a live gameplay, and we're on the map Canal, and we have a heavy setup against us, of course. And I'm going to be going to the standard heavy position on here, because the setup against us is pretty tough. I'm not going to be lying to you guys. Okay, so I'm probably going to go to my standard position. I'll show you guys how to get a free shot on this map. It works the exact same way on the other side. So you stand over here and you wait for an enemy tank to cross onto A, and you get a free shot into the side, maybe two sometimes. And especially if you have a big gun like the E100, you're gonna have 700 free alpha damage onto the enemy, and that's not bad. That's not bad. But I don't think anyone is crossing at this point because they should have been seen already. So I guess no free shots for today. Oh, never mind. Bam. That's what I'm talking about, a free shot. That's great. So two of our tanks against theirs at A, and I'm probably going to be pushing towards the middle as I usually do if not many enemies are spotted. And here I'm just going to try and take out the FV because we need to kill a gun. Yep, nice. So it's 2-0 at this point, and I'm going to be pushing down. And this is also a great position. I recommend everyone do this. So after you take a shot, come down here. Oh, whoa, the ping. Whoa. And from here you can actually use your turret to tank off any shells if anyone is here. But I don't see anyone here. And our teammates on A are pretty much getting wrecked. So yeah, we need to be taking out the French tier 9 here. And we burn him. Amazing. To be honest, I don't know why I just turned, but okay, let's take him out. But thanks to our object 140, we don't really do anything, and it's a 4-2. And two of their tanks are at A. That means one of their E100. Yep, there he is. So we have to take him out pretty quickly, otherwise we're going to be in a bad shape because he's full HP. I'm just going to push towards him to take him out, even though I might get a shot from the side, which we don't, that's great. And, wow. Yep, RNG for us. I guess Stalin isn't with us, he isn't guiding us. Let's try and show some Soviet accuracy. Wow, yep. Stalin did guide us this time, and now we're going to be trying to take the E100 out. Let's load gold, just in case. This RNG is crazy. This is why we're playing the tank objectively, to show you how RNG this tank is. Our object 140 died miserably. I don't know what he was doing. But now we're going to be taking out the E100. A nice shot at his lower plate, obviously. And he's confused, I think. And he's just going to be pushing forward. But he takes out our T-62. And we're just going to be shooting him into the side. Now we're going to hide behind our object 140, and the 100 says screw this, so we give him another shot, and I think the AMX will be taking him out on his own at this point. So let's go take out the last. Wow, the AMX doesn't do anything, so okay, free shot, another free shot, and let's go. Wow, this is what I'm talking about. RNG is on our side. And we're going to be taking out the last American tank destroyer. Let's see. Nope, we do not hit him. And I'll show you guys how to take out tanks very easily with HE. So you come around. He made a shot, so he's gonna reload, and we shoot underneath the tank. And that's how you blow him up, because the armor underneath is very weak. So that's pretty much a standard game on the IS-7. And yeah. With that, the review on the IS-7 comes to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button as well as subscribe. It will help me out a lot. And see you next time.